Thursday, the 18th day of November 2021. Hello there and welcome to News Tonight here on UBC TV. Let's first, although look at our top stories.
Brought to you by
How to get points. Just use MTN to make calls, send SMS, load airtime, buy bundles, or pay for MTN subscription services.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
In our top stories tonight, security kills Sheikh Mohammed Chirevu, main suspect in terrorism activities in Kampala. Uganda engaging the DRC to flush out the ADF rebels. Roads to scene of Tuesday bombing reopened but closed to borders. And in sports, Northern Region team impressed with progress as Ubasa passes out technical staff.
Was brought to you by Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back. Once again, we are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. On sign language, it is Elizabeth Nakakoni and I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. And later on in this program, we shall be joined by Mr. Besije Andrew from the ICT Ministry. And we shall be looking at the role of youth in the country's transformation agenda. Now, Uganda police has confirmed the killing of a key suspect in connection with terrorism activities in the country. Sheikh Mohammed Abbasi Chirevu of Nansana has been killed by security as he resisted arrest in Nsanji. Chirevu, according to police, was an ADF recruitment agent. Police spokesperson Fred Enanga told the media at Naguru Police Headquarters that another 21 suspects have been arrested. Take a watch.
A key suspect in the terrorism activities, Sheikh Mohammed Abbas Chirevu of Nansana, has been killed. At least 21 suspects have also been arrested in the crackdown on terrorism activities.
They provided very good accounts on how they were planning, preparing and executing the bomb attacks, including the suicide bomb attacks.
Police say arrests were based on the first apprehended suspects who provided clues about other cells. Several improvised explosive devices and AK-47 rifles were recovered.
We managed to also recover an AK-47 from Warom Felix in the Paida ADF cell.
The recruitment and logistics networks were intercepted in Ntoroko district with connections to the ADF.
Agents and collaborators, our counter-terror operatives managed to put out of action a group of 4 suspected terrorists who form part of the recruitment and logistical coordination network. The recruitment and the logistical coordination network has been established to be in Kampala, Bundibujo, Luwero, and Ntoroko.
Security has confirmed the killing of Sheikh Chirevu Mohammed, one of the ADF leaders involved in the recruitment exercise.
Where one Sheikh Mohammed Chirevu, aka Abbas Chirevu, was put out of action involving a violent confrontation with our teams. Sheikh Mohammed Chirevu was one of the leaders involved in the active recruitment of personnel into the ranks of ADF, and was one of those who were promoting the re-emergence.
Now police is looking for Sheikh Sulaimani Subuga for aiding terrorism activities.
Trying the manhunt for Sheikh Suleimani Subuga, who is one of the main actors behind the recruitment, training, radicalization. He's been providing material support and resources to the domestic terror cells.
Another group of 13 people was intercepted while crossing to Kong, and these recruits includes juveniles. While arresting these people, 4 people were put out of action.
Group 4 suspected terrorists were crossing back from the DRC through one of the ungazetted crossing points. During the violent encounter with them in Ntoroko, there was an exchange of gunfire and 4 suspected terrorists were killed. These include Atindia Yasin, aka Senabuli Dan, Byaruhanga Musa Bahemuka, Turichimanya Joshua Matthias, and Bagonza Joseph. They were all crossing from Chisege in Ntoroko.
Many recruitment centers are being erected by ADF in different parts of Uganda, and police has warned the public to remain vigilant through the neighborhood watch.
The ADF is widely recruiting, and they continue to open many recruitment centers in the western part, in the central part. They used to actively do it a lot in the Busoga region.
Police warns the public against mass gatherings and these terrorism attacks in the country. Abdul Nasili Lubwama, UBC News.
And thanks, Nasir, for that report. And of course, their security agencies upping their game in as far as hunting down those terrorists is concerned. Meanwhile, Uganda government is engaging her DRC neighbors to flush out the ADF rebel groups who are believed to be behind the twin bombs that erupted in Kampala on Tuesday. Minister for Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, confirmed this to the media. Bernard Yiga reports.
The Tuesday twin suicide bombing in the heart of Kampala killed several people and injured scores. The 2 blasts happened 3 minutes apart, with city dwellers taking cover as cars burnt into flames. In a statement, police blamed the attacks on Allied Democratic Forces ADF, an Islamist group that operates in the remote areas of the neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo, with ties to the so-called Islamic State.
The hallmarks of the attack clearly indicate that the ADF-linked radicalized groups who still have a desire to carry out lethal attacks on soft targets using suicide attackers and improvised explosive devices behind these attacks.
Addressing the nation at Uganda Media Center in Kampala, the Minister for Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, said Uganda is in talks with their Congo counterparts to pursue the ADF attackers.
So we know where they are. We even know the coordinators in Eastern Congo, their names and identity. We know where the cells are. I can assure you that the government of Uganda is in touch and in discussions with the government of DRC, and sooner than later we shall find them where they are. But the president will communicate to the country, he will be able to shed more light. But the answer to your question is yes, we know where they are, and we shall go and pursue them from where they are lying in their bed. So there is no justification whatsoever for anybody to think of coming to terminate the lives of innocent Ugandans, and therefore we shall leave no stone unturned. We shall hunt down these criminals, whether within the country, but even outside the country where they are hiding.
Minister Baryomunsi assured Ugandans of safety despite the bombings, but was quick to appeal for vigilance.
We must remain alert. We must remain vigilant. Always be on the watch and see who is neighboring you.
With fears of tourists and other visitors cancelling their flights to Uganda as a result of the recent bombings, the minister assured them of safety.
Nobody should cancel his or her flight to Uganda simply because of the criminal activity that occurred just the other day. We want to assure them of safety, that Uganda is safe from corner to corner, and the security is on high alert. So
far, 4 innocent Ugandans, including 3 police officers, have been confirmed to have succumbed in the attack. 19 police officers and 5 civilians have been discharged from hospital. 13 victims remain admitted, according to Uganda Police. Bernard Higa, UBC.
News just in, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has said that Uganda can produce anything as long as the people are well organized and guided. The president was speaking at a meeting with the visiting British Prime Minister's trade envoy to Uganda, Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo, Lord Dola Popat, at State House, Entebbe.
President Yoweri Museveni and his guests discussed a wide range of issues with the main focus on developing the export of agro-products to Britain. He assured them that government was fully committed towards ensuring high-quality agro-products for export.
And that's what I'm telling these people to target at. You get about $5,000 from your 1 acre for coffee or fruits or the high values. That's all. Otherwise, they can do anything. And then the next thing you look out for is the quality, the post-harvest management, which we can work on.
He said that an investor, Lord Benjamin Mancroft, was planning to build a $150 million 300-bed hospital in Hoima to save Ugandans from traveling abroad for medical tourism. The British Prime Minister's trade envoy to Uganda, Lord Dola Popat, expressed his sympathy to President Museveni and the citizens over the recent terror attacks. He said his government is interested in the purchase of various products from Uganda, including coffee, maize, sugar, wheat and barley.
Agriculture, in fact, is Uganda's culture, basically. And we now have a company in UK who's willing to acquire 10 tons on a daily basis. And we've now got a supply chain here in Uganda who can supply 10 tons of agriculture 7 days a week. We had a meeting with the minister who works on Uganda Airways, taking 10 tons of cargo on a daily basis. And the buyers wanted a fixed price contract for the next 2-3 years. They're willing to pay all up front. That's one area that we made some progress.
And we'd like to buy as much as we possibly can of your coffee and export it to Britain and other countries around the world. We think there's a huge market for Ugandan coffee in Britain, which has not yet been exploited.
The British High Commissioner to Uganda, Her Excellency Kate Airy, briefed President Museveni on the progress of the proposed expansion of electricity generation and transmission. Dennis Igor for UBC News.
Ugandan coffee there, of course, being said in that report that there is ready market for it in the UK. Good news there. Meanwhile, police have dismissed claims of a bomb explosion near Akamwesi shopping mall along Gayaza Road in Kampala. Now, this comes after residents of Chebando in Kawempe Division recovered an object suspected to be a bomb early in the morning.
Kulaba akantu kasamba ne mbagamba oba zino toche ezedda ezabanga ezekyuma nenga akantu kali awo tekategerekeka kalinga kalawulika mu flasika kano ke bajjamu
sa ekibaddewo nti twakedde ku makya ne tusanga nga bataddewo awo ekintu kye tubadde tetusobola kukkiriza nti bomb.
The bomb squad team cordoned off the scene upon recipient of the information. Karerwe Gayaza Road was temporarily closed as police removed the suspicious object.
The object that was abandoned, it wasn't a bomb. 2 incidents, that is one in Chebando, actually 3. One in Chebando, Kabalagala, where an abandoned vehicle had been put. There's an abandoned vehicle that was recovered in Kabalagala, and also here at the mosque in Old Kampala. Both these incidents, no explosive was found in these items, in all these incidents.
The suspicious object was abandoned under the trench at Chebando, Kampala suburb, near Akamwes shopping mall.
But when we reached with the neighbor, just he saw something and he became so suspicious. When we went there, no one knew what it was. So I tried my best to see what it is. I tried to take a photo of it. But later, to me, I became suspicious that all people who came, none of them knew what it was.
The unfortunate bit is that a lot of social media users are reporting incidents of blasts which have not happened. And that is causing panic within members of the public. We only caution them that if you want to have news related to enablers, they should be on the lookout on our social media handles or wait for the spokesperson of police to confirm or relevant authority.
Kawempe RCC Mariam Nalubega has confirmed information about an abandoned object at Chebando.
What has actually happened, there was a metallic bottle, a metallic bottle, and people are very vigilant. It was in the trench around Akamwesi, but because our people are very vigilant, they right away called on security, and I would like to thank security for the response. They responded there and then they went, found the object. The object has been removed and it has been taken to be tested.
Nalubega appeals to the public to report any suspicious package to the security.
We are in community. Yesterday we met all the leadership of Kalere Market that is under town order. Then we gave them the alerts. We cautioned them to buy bomb alerts, to have specific entrances for the people who are accessing markets, and to look out for any suspicious objects and to give information.
The incident comes just days after 2 bomb explosions struck Kampala, claiming lives and leaving scores injured. Haruna Mutesasila, reporting for UBC News in Chebando, Kawempe Division.
Thanks, Haruna, for that report. Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, has returned to office after Tuesday's twin bomb blasts, in which one of the blasts was near the ICT Ministry headquarters. Baryomunsi told the UBC TV at the ICT office that business in the area has been partly allowed to resume, although it is still under heavy security surveillance.
After nearly 2 days of seal-off, members of the public have been granted access to Parliamentary Avenue in Kampala.
Following the Tuesday's bomb blasts which took place in this area, which is just located in the city center of Kampala, and this is along Parliamentary Avenue, business in this area were forced to come to a standstill. Many people who were operating in this area were forced to go home as security continue to examine the scene. Nearly after 1 or 2 days of closure, business is trying to resume. As you can see, people who are operating within this area are trying to reorganize their premises, which were totally destroyed. So after thorough examinations by Uganda Police, people have been allowed today to resume operations or businesses within this location. But the bottom line question remains, will these people very soon come to terms with what exactly happened in this area on Tuesday this same week?
Actually, we were very scared of what happened, but unfortunately, things do happen like that.
I have not yet accepted, but I have to work, because when I be at home, I'll get more stressed.
For those who have initially sheltered in this area, the Tuesday's memories are still fresh in their minds.
Even the person whom I have just seen him on newspaper, I was with him here. And the one who is dead.
When I had the explosion, I just took off. I ran up to petrol, and I was full of blood.
Many of us were in office. It's just a few people who were in the field, and some were actually planning to go out for meetings, and that's when it all happened. So we moved out properly, and we went on the other side of the building, and then we started figuring out what exactly was happening.
This is Raja Chambers, one of the facilities located here along Parliamentary Avenue. This facility is among those many buildings which were totally affected by the Tuesday bomb blasts in this area. As you can see, door and window glasses were totally smashed to the extent that they now needs
Onyango Robert giving us a recount of what happened at Parliamentary Avenue in that report there. Now we are going to take a short break, but we'll be returning with business news. Stay with us.
Grow together with one of Uganda's largest companies.
Apply for MTN shares for as low as 100,000 Uganda shillings. And when you apply using MTN Mobile Money, you get 10 free extra shares for every 100 shares you apply for. Dial *165*65# or use the MyMTN app to apply now. The terms and conditions of the offer and other important information are set out in the prospectus. For assistance, visit any MTN service center or Stanbic Bank branch countrywide or a licensed broker.
Introducing the all-new Roofing's TMX 500C rebars with cut and bend surfaces. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
Transact and win money after money with Airtel Money. 1.5 billion shillings in cash prizes up for grabs. The more you transact, the higher your chances of winning. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Raising voices.
Like other fathers across Uganda, I'm standing up to say no to violence against children. I commit to give my children a violence-free childhood. As fathers, we can make Uganda safer for our children. I promise to speak out when I see violence.
In this time of COVID, what is your promise to the children of Uganda? Because a violence-free childhood is everyone's right. Raising voices.
It's the festive season and we love it. And that means it's time to celebrate with GoTV.
Come with me.
So get your GoCoder and GoTV value for 25,000 shillings to watch with the whole family. And if you're feeling extra festive, upgrade to our best package yet, GoTV Super.
Something to look forward to.
Download the My GoTV app for more information.
Super.
We all deserve a super festive season. And with GoTV, there's every reason to love it.
The Kabaka Birthday Run 2021 is back on Sunday, 28th November 2021, and will be flagged off by Sabasajja Kabaka at 7 a.m. in support of men, good health, and the fight against ending AIDS by 2030. It will be a virtual run in our various homes and communities around Uganda, with every participant following the Ministry of Health guidelines and SOPs to stop the spread of corona. Buy your ticket today at 15,000 Uganda shillings from Airtel Shops, New Park, Chagwe Road, ShopRite Building, Benchwanuka, Tobani Center, or Bulange Mengo. You can also buy your ticket using Airtel Money. Dial *185*5#. Select payment, select Kabaka Run, and follow the prompts to complete the payment. Kabaka Birthday Run 2021, brought to you by UNAIDS, CBS, BBS, and Airtel, the smartphone network.
It's the festive season and we love it. And that means it's time to celebrate with GoTV.
Come with me.
So get your GoCoder and GoTV value for 25,000 shillings to watch with the whole family. And if you're feeling extra festive, upgrade to our best package yet, GoTV Super.
Something to look forward to.
Download the My GoTV app for more information.
Super.
We all deserve a super festive season. And with GoTV, there's every reason to love it.
Grow together with one of Uganda's largest companies. Apply for MTN shares for as low as 100,000 Uganda shillings. And when you apply using MTN Mobile Money, you get 10 free extra shares for every 100 shares you apply for. Dial *165*65# or use the MyMTN app to apply now. The terms and conditions of the offer and other important information are set out in the prospectus. For assistance, visit any MTN service center or Stanbic Bank branch countrywide or a licensed broker.
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. Let's have a look now at business news. The business community downtown Kampala is taking less initiative on security vigilance following Tuesday twin bomb attacks in the city. Our reporter Saddam Mubale was in downtown Kampala and reports that most arcades and other heavily populated business areas do not have metal detectors, and as a result they are risking many people's lives.
On Tuesday, the 16th of November 2021, there was a twin bomb blast in the central business district that killed 6 people and over 30 injured. This message calls upon Ugandans to be vigilant to reduce the threats and incidents of terrorism. With just 2 days after the twin bombing around the government installations, the situation on most arcades has hundreds of people taking less initiative to check those entering the malls. There is a reduced congestion at the non-motorized transport corridor, which is usually congested with street vendors.
Abasinga bazeeyo kabeera liikirira. Omanyi ekintu ekiyitibwa bbomu buli omu akitya. Okuwulira obuulizi bbomu omuntu kimumala okuddeeka. Nga bw'olaba wano abantu naawe tobalaba. Tuliwo ffekka okuva ku makya. Nakatunda peya bbiri zokka zokka ez'engatto ziizo.
Some arcades are carrying out mandatory checkups.
Era tuli ku mulimu gwa kwekebejja abantu olw'embeera eriwo mu kitundu olw'ensonga nti buli muntu yeekengera munne buli omu omulaba tuba tulina okumwekengera ow'ensawo tuba tulina okumwaza newankubadde embeera emu eri oba kyabadde waggulu eyo kati eno tulina okweziza nga bukyali.
St. Bali Kudembe Market Administration has placed security at all entry points who check up everybody before accessing the market.
We have closed some gates and we have put there some gates, the entry and exit. That not all gates you'll exit and there will be entry. We need a government hand in this. This market is big, Owino is big, so I need a hand for the government, police, to see that we fight this terrorism together.
Where I am standing right now is Kikubo Lane, perhaps one of the most congested places in Kampala Central Business District. But the laxity at which Ugandans are exercising security vigilance is an indication to show that most Ugandans have learnt nothing and forgotten everything. Saddam Mubale, UBC News, Kampala.
They have learned nothing and forgotten everything. Saddam Mubale, thank you for that story there. But of course, vigilance is really needed, especially in crowded areas downtown Kampala. Let's have a look now at the weather prospects for tomorrow with Kutesa Mili at the Weather Center in Entebbe.
Tuning on UBC, my name is Tessa Mili with today's weather update. We woke up with a heavy downpours in most parts of our country, mainly the southern part of our region and across lake shores. This brought us to 52.1 millimeters of rainfall across Entebbe. That's pretty much of rainfall. Masaka with 28.3, Alua with 15.6, Gulu with the lowest of 9.5 millimeters of rainfall. This is due to the Congo advection towards our country, enhanced with the local effects, bring us the rainfall that's around lake shores and the southwestern of our region. This is expected to continue for almost 3 days that are coming. Tomorrow morning, though, we expect to wake up with light showers in southern part of our country. The northern part of our country is expected to have sunny intervals and pretty hot too around Karamoja regions. Afternoon hours, we expect a continuation of thunder showers, most especially in southern part of our region. Temperature to raise up to 30 degrees of maximum across the northern part of our region, 31 in Karamoja region, 28 across capital city Kampala, Kawal Highlands with 25 degrees maximum. He is moving out of Uganda, touring other cities across the globe, forecasting sunny intervals across Nairobi and in New York. Pretty cold though across New York with 0.8 only, and Moscow is also cold with 0.2 of maximum. Dubai is pretty hot though with a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. Thanks for tuning on UBC. I'm by name Kutesa Mili. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.
Thanks so much, Millie, for warning us as far as the weather forecast for tomorrow is concerned. And that brings us to the end of this first edition of News Tonight. Remember, we shall be coming back your way at 10 p.m. On sign language, it has been Elizabeth Nakakoni, and I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. Catch you at 10.
We are here to launch this facility. We've launched it. I am appealing to you, our staff, don't make this a voluntary fund. We want it operational, running and functional.
The purpose of the center is to ease the